Welcome back to Dare to be a Daniel. In episode 1, we explored God's sovereignty and humility through the life of Nebuchadnezzar. Today, we'll move to his successor, Belshazzar, and an unforgettable moment in biblical history, the handwriting on the wall. But this is more than a mysterious message. It reveals what happens when human arrogance meets divine reality. And here's the key question we're wrestling with today. Are you trying to fix the world's problems with religious effort, or are you trusting Christ as your life? In Daniel chapter 5, verses 1 to 4, we see Belshazzar's party, a picture of human autonomy. Belshazzar throws an elaborate banquet using the holy vessels from the temple of God. He celebrates his own authority while mocking the things of God. Illustration: imagine someone hosting a retirement party in the ruins of a burned down church, using what was once sacred for a show of their own strength. That's the arrogance of Belshazzar. This banquet wasn't just a party, it was a public display of independence from God. Secondly, Daniel wasn't at the party, a sign of separation. Daniel chapter 5, verses 10 to 12. Daniel wasn't invited. Only when the world runs out of answers does it call upon the man of God. They didn't want his presence, just his answers. Reflection: how many times do we treat God the same way? We leave him out of our decisions until things fall apart. Then we want answers without relationship. Daniel was not a religious problem solver. He was a vessel through whom the life of God could be expressed. He did not offer steps or solutions. He offered truth. Number 3, the contrast. Religion offers solutions. Christ offers life. God never intended for you and I to live for him. He intended to live his life through you. Daniel didn't say, let's organize a plan to fix Belshazzar. He pronounced judgment. Why? Because the situation didn't call for repair, it called for truth. That reminds me of a case study from my own counseling ministry. I'll never forget the day a businessman walked into my counseling office, polished, successful on the outside, but clearly burdened on the inside. His company was collapsing. He said, Don, I need a plan. Just give me the steps to fix this mess. As he spoke, it became clear he didn't just want solutions, he was desperate to stay in control. But what he couldn't see yet was that the real issue wasn't business management, it was spiritual misalignment. I looked at him in the eye and gently said, what if the answer isn't a new plan, but a new posture? What if God is inviting you to stop living from yourself and start living from Christ? That moment changed everything. He realized he had never truly depended on Christ as his source. The pressure he carried wasn't just circumstantial, it was the crushing weight of self-effort. And as he began to walk by faith, deriving from Christ rather than performing for success, his peace returned, even before his circumstances improved. And that's the power of living from indwelling life. Number 4, the message. You have been weighed and found wanting. Daniel chapter 5, 25 to 28. God's writing on the wall wasn't a threat. It was a reality check. Belshazzar's kingdom was over because his life was built on self-glory. Prominent example, the fall of once prominent Christian leaders who built ministries on personality rather than dependence on Christ. Public downfall is often preceded by private detachment from God. Number 5, derivative life. You are always drawing from a source. Galatians 2:20. You are not an independent self. The real question is not, how can I be better, but who am I drawing life from? Illustration. A branch doesn't produce fruit by trying. It simply abides in the vine. In the same way, we manifest Christ's life by remaining in Him. May I give you a call to action? Where do you see the handwriting on the wall in your own life? Is there any area where you've been operating out of performance, religious activity, or self-effort? Have you, like Belshazzar, ignored God until things fall apart? We invite you to respond in the comments, especially if you're facing hardship or persecution. Let us know so we can pray for you. And if you found freedom in trusting Christ's life instead of your own strength, share your story. In conclusion, Belshazzar's fall reminds us that religion cannot save us, fix us, or sustain us. Only Christ can. The world doesn't need more moral strategies. It needs living vessels through whom Christ can express himself. In our next episode, we'll look at what happens when obeying God means disobeying man and how to face suffering with grace. Until then, stand firm, not in performance, but in His life within you. Subscribe to Life as God Intended to stay connected with these vital truths. And coming soon, a life-changing resource. For those looking to go deeper, my 3-volume series, Life as God Intended, a comprehensive counseling workbook, will soon be available. Packed with practical tools, biblical truths, and over 30 years of counseling insights, this resource will help you work through life's challenges, not by trying harder, but by learning how to live from Christ as your life. Whether you're navigating through personal struggles, relationships, or spiritual growth, this series is designed to guide you step by step into freedom, healing, and identity in Him. Stay tuned for release details and get ready to experience life as God truly intended.